The CEO of a billion-dollar business is in damage control after his affair with a colleague was exposed.
His name, is Andy Byron, B-Y-R-O-N, and he's the CEO of a company called Astronomer, and that is his chief people officer. Is that what we're calling HR now? That is so weird.
The chief people officer, Kristen Cabot. Chief people officer.
Chief people officer, Kristen Cabot, C-A-B-O-T. The problem here is that Andy Byron is married to someone other than Kristen Cabot.
We're going to continue to expand globally.
Andy Byron, CEO of a billion-dollar AI company, and Kristen Cabot, his head of human resources, were seen shrinking in panic at the concert.
Forget the Epstein files. I want to see the text messages of that Astronomer CEO that got caught cheating at the Coldplay concert.
I would pay to be a fly on the wall in the office.
This is pretty viral stuff. Or do we have to get HR involved? I mean, I know that HR was involved.
A cheating couple on the Jumbotron at the Coldplay concert. Holy sh!
A CEO has been sacrificed, which officially marks the beginning of summer.
So who handles it when HR is part of the problem?
Your side. Lovers only at Coldplay.
Come on, use your brain. How are you a CEO and not using your brain?
The way that this man embarrassed his wife so publicly, he should be ashamed and put in jail, and put this other one in jail too.
Don't cheat on your wife. That makes you a scumbag. Let's just start there. Full stop.
It would appear the future of his marriage doesn't look as exciting.
I feel like this isn't a good way, and if you're gonna get caught cheating, it shouldn't be like this.
Well, maybe he should have thought of that before he was cheating.
You're gonna blame Chris Martin for what you did? You're gonna place blame on Coldplay for your infidelity and transgressions with a higher up at your company, of which you are the CEO? Child, please.
17 minutes. I just saw a video that said it was 17 minutes between the time the Coldplay concert footage hit the internet and those people being identified.
Who blew the whistle? The two executives caught on that now infamous Coldplay Kiss Cam were first identified on a TikTok account of someone who apparently works at the company. Oh my God, that looks like Astronomer CEO Andy Byron and Astronomer Chief People Officer Kristen Cabot.
Okay, so there's a photo of them, right? This is their little tech company. This is Andy Byron. And right down here is the Chief People Officer.
Who, again, the irony of her being head of HR, and he has 2 children.
I think cheating is an abomination, okay? And this man has a wife, he has children, these kids are gonna have to watch and see this. They don't look, I would be devastated if I was his wife.
You're when you go to court. When those two go to court to divorce their significant others, oh my God, that judge is gonna look at them and say, what happened? At a Coldplay concert? On a Jumbotron? Give them whatever they want. Double the child support. Triple the Alamo.
Sleep your way to the top with your boss to get all your friends promoted and get you a nice fancy job title, then do not go to a Coldplay concert with him. Actually, you gotta be okay with going to an Applebee's. You gotta be okay with all your dates being at the Waffle House. So why are you at a high-profile concert with the man that you're having an affair with, who's the CEO of your company?
This requires, to me, not 1, but 2 resignations.
She's married too. Meet Andrew Cabot, reportedly her husband. They just bought a house together 5 months ago off the Atlantic coast in New Hampshire for $2.2 million. And he's the owner of a rum company, the CEO and COO of Privateer Rum. And reportedly, on her LinkedIn account that she's now deleted, she's on the advisory board for his rum company since 2020.
She cheated with one CEO with another CEO. Now, I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. If I finish that song, should I get fired? Like that guy from the MasterChef.
But apparently, this couple will not be fans of Coldplay for long.
They're both married, not for long.
So Coldplay hasn't made a single in years, and now they just made 2 last night.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
What's going on with Kristen? What's going on with Kristen? Well, we finally do have an update.
The moment we have all been waiting for.
Welcome back to Tea Time with Tina. Okay, so we finally know who leaked Kristen Cabot's unhinged, unfiltered, totally brain-melting text messages to CEO Andy Byron. And spoiler alert, it wasn't a hacker. It was Andy's wife, Megan Byron. Yes, queen behavior. After watching her tech bro husband squirm on the Coldplay Kiss Cam, like a guilty 8th grader next to the HR director he was secretly mentoring, Megan grabbed his phone and leaked every last cringe-covered message to the internet and
bless her for it, because Kristen Cabot didn't just have a breakdown. She had a live-action digital implosion, and now we're all watching the wreckage in real time. Let's get into it. July 17th, Coldplay, Gillette Stadium. The crowd is singing Fix You, and the Kiss Cam pans to a couple in the crowd, except they're not a couple. At least not officially. It's Kristen Cabot, the head of HR, and she covers her face like playing peekaboo. Except she wasn't peeking, she just covered and turned away from the Kiss Cam. Andy Byron, the now ex-CEO of Astronomer, ducks his head so fast you'd think he saw a ghost. Or worse, his wife in the stands.
So basically, Coldplay does a part of their show that's called the Jumbotron song, where they, Chris Martin is on the stage alone, and the camera people pan to people in the audience, and then Chris Martin makes up a song about them.
Well, look at my beautiful brother. You're very handsome, it's true. You make me wanna sing, what a sexy young king. Oh, and happy birthday to you. Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
The audience laughs, social media erupts, and Andy's marriage officially on fire. But that was just the start, because the internet wasn't the only one watching that night. Megan Byron was home, wine glass in hand, watching the live stream. And what does she see? Her husband's face turning white as his side piece tries to lock lips on a Jumbotron. Let's just say Megan didn't need a PI. She had a stadium full of witnesses.
And there's also been this whole debate online about whether it was right for these individuals to be, exposed and to have, their names released and all of that. And it's like, what did you think was gonna happen? Like, you went in public. It's not like you were inside your home having this affair and somebody was like outside from social media being like, what are they doing in here? Like, you were in publicly like kissing and hugging. You were at a public place where maybe you were going to be on camera. Like, that is just a risk. You might think that it's private because it's a dark concert, but often there are these cameras. There is social media everywhere. If you are somebody that is on X, on TikTok specifically, you should know, like, whether it's a good thing or not, everybody's filming all the time.
Fast forward a few hours, and Kristen's texting like she's auditioning for a reboot of Fatal Attraction. Message 1 hits at 3:47 a.m. Andy, are you awake? I can't sleep. I keep seeing that moment over and over. The way you looked at me or didn't look at me. I'm spiraling here. Girl, we all saw that moment. It's burned into the internet. You're trending on TikTok under HR disaster. Go back to bed. But she doesn't stop. Next text, 3:51 a.m. You can't ghost me. Not after everything. I gave up everything for you. My marriage, my reputation, my peace of mind. You owe me a response. Sis, you gave up your job, your dignity, your ring, and your reputation for a man who ducked you like a dodgeball on national television. And Megan, she took screenshots of everything. It gets darker. By 4:30 a.m., Kristen's not just desperate, she gets deep. I'm scared, Andy. Really scared. Don't let this be the end of us. Tell me those late nights in your office meant something. Tell me when you said you loved me, you actually meant it. Pause. That's not a love note. That's obsession with mascara. Kristen's trying to emotionally blackmail a man who's already hiding under a weighted blanket, rethinking every decision he's ever made. And Megan, she's downloading this text faster than an FBI agent at a data breach, because now it's not just cheating, it's corporate leverage.
This is more than just an affair. This is something that has been building for years. You have to think about it. The corruption of this, the head of a billion-dollar company, has the HR department in his back pocket.
In all seriousness, who handles the HR violation when your CEO cheats with the head of HR and the other person at the Coldplay concert with them is also HR and already knew about the affair and apparently, according to the internet, just got promoted? Did she get promoted because she knew about the affair and kept it quiet? Who can say? But either way, there's so many HR violations in that Coldplay video. And I desperately want to know how this is going to be handled from an internal basis, given that HR were involved in the scandal. Like, HR are usually the people to sort out the scandal and protect the company. And yet they are part of why there is a huge liability for the company right now, because this is so public. We'd never heard of Astronomer as a company. And now we're crazily familiar, and I can't even imagine the board meetings that they're having right now in trying to figure it out, because the level of crisis of this, the fact that there's like tens of millions of views on that one video alone, and that's not even including the way that it spread like wildfire across the entire internet.
Then another message at 5:15 a.m. said, "We talked about clearing space in our lives. You promised me we'd be together once the timing is right. You said your marriage was just for show, that you were only staying for the kids. Was all that a lie?" Then at 6:33 a.m., Kristen drops the nuclear option. "If you walk away now, Andy, you're not just walking away from me, you're walking away from both of us. Think about that before you make any decisions you can't take back." Oh my, did Kristen just pull the "I might be pregnant" card in a text thread that is being read by a furious wife with legal custody of the family group chat. Andy, the king of bad decisions, immediately calls his lawyer, hires a crisis PR firm, and goes full ghost protocol. He blocks Kristen on every app, probably deleted Candy Crush just to be safe. But here's the twist. No pregnancy ever confirmed. No doctor's visit. No receipts. Just one unhinged emoji-filled bombshell designed to manipulate a man already hiding from his own reflection. Then Kristen resurfaces, not in court, not at work, but in her garden. Yep, paparazzi caught Kristen outside her $2.2 million mansion, watering plants in a cardigan, no wedding ring in sight, and looking like a suburban witch who just got evicted from the PTA.
The 52-year-old was seen for the first time since the scandal. The Daily Mail exclusive with the photo of her, wedding ring off, watering plants outside her $2.2 million New Hampshire home.
TikTok dubs her the garden snake, and the memes, savage. She traded her corner office for a corner garden, planting tulips and trauma. Meanwhile, Andy Byron is in hiding, and Megan Byron is thriving. While Kristen is out here planting regrets, Megan Byron is posting Instagram stories like she's running a masterclass in savage elegance. Her caption, "Sometimes the real snake smiles in your face and sits in your husband's office." Boom. Clapped back into oblivion. Megan's not screaming. She's not begging. She's just sipping matcha, leaking receipts, and letting the world burn. And honestly, we love her for it.
Now, over on Facebook, while everybody was sending her these notifications, you can actually see Megan's full name over on Facebook. And then just about an hour, because you gotta make it official. Just about an hour ago, Megan had taken off the last name Byron off her Facebook because she knew what's up. She knew what that man was doing, going to embarrass her in the middle of the night. That's right, Megan. You take that man's last name off your Facebook so they know it's official.
Eagle-eyed observers online noted his wife has already changed her Facebook profile, removing her married name.
His wife has now deactivated her account. The wife later dropped her married name on her Facebook account. What a class act. Go Megan. Get that divorce lawyer and get the money. Okay, so
by morning, Astronomer was in full-blown crisis mode. Andy had vanished from Slack. Legal was whispering SEC like it was Voldemort. And Kristen, she wasn't crying. She was ready to detonate the whole company from her backyard with a garden hose in one hand and corporate secrets in the other. The texts weren't just embarrassing, they were evidence. Kristen claimed to have covered for Andy during board questions and even mentioned the SEC sniffing around. If she's not bluffing, we're talking insider info, investor comms, HR files, the kind of stuff that doesn't just end careers, it starts federal investigations.
So I'm in HR and I'll tell you exactly what's happened in the last 12 hours with the CEO of Astronomer and the head of people, that they're having an affair and it's been found out. First off, she's already been scrubbed off the company website. But this is part of probably a very big investigation that is happening right now. They're dedicating a ton of resources too, but also concurrently while this is happening, because of all this media attention and social media attention that's been transpired, they need a response. Like they have a PR crisis team just figuring out, all right, what do we say? What do we do? And obviously there's going to be heads that are probably going to roll right now. They're going to find out who knew, what was said. Were they doing this during company time?
Meanwhile, Megan Byron isn't just watching from the sidelines. She's the one who lit the fuse. She didn't leak those texts for petty revenge. She leaked them like a strategic missile. She exposed Kristen's breakdown, Andy's cowardice, and the entire toxic rot at the top of Astronomer, all in one clean viral move. Now she's the internet's hero. Twitter has crowned her CEO. Reddit is calling her the real Astronomer for launching her cheating husband into orbit. While Kristen's out there watering tomatoes, Megan's out here watering Andy's reputation's grave. The scandal isn't over. It's only getting messier. And Kristen, she's not done. But if she pushes that red button, she's not taking down Andy alone. She's dragging the whole company with her. But Megan Byron, oh, she's the architect of this downfall. She leaked the texts, nuked the affair, and let the world see the mess for what it really was. Not a love story, but a slow-motion crash. And the worst part? Kristen still hasn't hit send on whatever she's holding. Emails, files, receipts. If she lets them loose, this turns from scandal to corporate Armageddon. So is she bluffing? Or is this just the calm before she levels the company? company. One thing's certain, Megan's already won. And the rest of them, they're just trying to survive the fire she lit. Let's talk in the comments, because this story is way bigger than just a messy breakup. Was Kristen Cabot really spiraling, or was she strategically blackmailing her way out of a ruined affair? Do you believe the pregnancy hint was real, or was it just a last-ditch power move to keep Andy from ghosting her? And let's be real, did Megan Byron just pull off the most savage, calculated revenge move of the year by leaking those texts? Would you have gone public if you were in Megan's shoes, or would you have kept it quiet and let karma do the work? This scandal isn't just a viral moment. It's a masterclass in betrayal, exposure, and reputation obliteration. We've got corporate collapse, garden snake memes, emotional blackmail, and one woman silently torching it all with a single swipe. So hit like if you're riding with Megan. Subscribe if you want to see how deep this rabbit hole really goes. And smash that bell so you're first in line when the next round of receipts drops. Because if Kristen hits send on whatever she's holding, this story is going nuclear. Let us know your take. We're reading every single comment, and we know this one's going to get heated. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed my content, feel free to check out some of my other videos on the top of the screen. Until next time, stay tuned, stay safe, and stay informed. Only on Tea Time with Tina.